All right. So you got to press the two people, okay? I sent the guest request. So I think two people have
No,
to
I
get.
can't. I have to allow you to get in the box,
Okay.
and you got to press the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I was trying to do, I was trying to record the session. That's all. Because when I get on here, I try to record it and send it to my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Okay.
You
And
have a what?
I have a YouTube channel. Okay.
A YouTube channel.
In which I do therapy sessions in an eccentric. I am eccentric. So when people see my face or they hear my voice, they think I'm sounding condescending or they're hearing me talking double talk. Okay. They think I'm talking down on them. And some people just get really offended. Okay. They get real offended. One time I'll give you a great example. I was on this live stream with this guy on Big O, right? I was clearly telling him how two people can get along in communications, even though they don't have the education, okay? And he got upset with me for some reason and said, hey, I don't want you talking about what an alpha is, because you can't be an alpha, because when you speak that you're an alpha, you're not really an alpha. And I said to him, reversing his psychology and his semantics, I said, you're not a man. So everyone gives themselves labels, right? So if you say you're a man, how do I know you're a man, right? I'm just telling you I'm an indigo. I'm telling you I'm a Gen X, and I can back it up with evidence, right? But he can't. He got upset. He didn't like me talking like that. I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you some stuff, and he just got really offended. He was one of them type of pretty boy beta alpha fucks, right? And he's the one who liked to say stuff like, I get all of the women, I get all of the pussy. Okay. And I'm like, dude, that's beta. That's beta as hell. Okay, so I'm like, where I'm from, what alpha does, it's too much for you guys to handle. Okay, so I kind of like let it go. He cut me off. He cut me off. He said to me, he said, before he cut me off, he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like, dude, yo, calm down. Yo.
Okay, question. So when you say you do YouTube or whatever, like, if you saying you're recording this, like, what are you using to record?
Well, there's a feature on your phone. If you have an Android, you pull down the screen twice. And when I tried to pull down the screen, it cut me out. Okay, so I pulled down the screen. You have to start the recording before you enter into the app. Okay, because I have the sub menus. So you pull down the screen, you start it first, and then you enter the app. Okay, and when you enter the app, it'll already be recording. It's just 3, 2, 1. It'll record. But as soon as you get into the app, it'll start recording your voice and mine.
So when did you start? Like, when did you start the YouTube thing? Like, when did you start?
Way back in 2012. Way back. When I started, I was in Ethiopia when I started. I didn't know nothing about no YouTube, but before YouTube, there was like a little bit of Facebook I was on, and then MySpace. I was on MySpace. That shit was a long time ago, man. I used to get so many thousands, tens of thousands of viewers. I was getting 1,000 a month, okay, because of women who needed my services virtually, okay. And what happened is that now Facebook and these platforms have control over your viewership. Okay, they have control over it, over everything. They have control over shadow banning you and all this other stuff. I was like, yo, I know I would get. I'm supposed to get a lot of views, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Sorry. Unless you're too ugly or too attractive, you're gonna get attention. Okay. Somebody said that. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Wait a minute. If you're in, what about if you're in the middle? Nope. It depends on what you're talking about. Okay, right? So I'm like in the middle, and then I'll get all this hate from these beta troll males, these males, because I'll be telling them most of them are betas. They don't like that. Do they want me to say you're just too emotional? I say this to a lot of women too. I don't mean to put you down, but I'm not Kevin Samuels. If you're too emotional, you're not very well educated. Okay.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: men and women are very different.
Yes.
And I feel like honestly, like, just by stuff I seen, not how I grew up, but things that I've seen or experienced or whatever, yes, I will say women are emotional.
Yes.
But that's just how we are physically. We're going to be emotional. We're not men. Now, on the other hand, some men are emotional, some men are not.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the mindset, too, though.
But let me tell you something about men, how they're
And
emotional.
I will not apologize for me being emotional. That's one thing I would say.
There's nothing wrong with you being emotional, but the problem is that I'm asking you a question. See, I'm gonna try to switch it up on you here. Your father is supposed to dictate how you're supposed to live in your life, right? Okay, your father is supposed to be there somewhere, right? I'm traditional.
Okay, hold on.
Huh?
You said when you say be there, are you talking about like far as living
Yeah,
wise, or are you
yeah.
talking about far as like
Like, did you have an alpha father? I said an alpha father in your life. Do you know what I mean by alpha father?
okay, when you say that, are you talking about did I have a man to show me what a man is supposed to be a man?
It could
That's what
be,
you're
yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be start when you're a child and your daughter in the house. Your father is supposed to be there to guide you. Okay. Did that happen in your life? Did you ever have a very overbearing father, a man who basically knows that what a woman's duty is supposed to be for your daughters? Did you have that in your life? That's my first question.
my father damn sure is in my life. My mom is too.
Okay, but was your father an alpha? Because sometimes you'll have men who are just beta. They're under the rule and thumb of their mother. Your mother may be the man of the house. And traditional,
Oh,
you see where I'm going with this, right? Okay.
yeah.
If your
What's
mother
up, bro?
if your mother is strong, right? If your mother's strong in the house, then that father is no longer an alpha. Okay. Who was stronger in the house? Was the father?
Both.
You can say both. Okay.
No, they both was.
Okay. So then you should have all of the knowledge you need balanced out. You should have all the knowledge you need. But most time when men and children grow up, they learn about things that they're not supposed to do. Like, for example, did your parents put you in public school?
Was I in public school?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to public school, yeah.
But that was a bad mistake. Okay. Because if they put you in public school, they were supposed to train you at home. They should know statistics on how women get in trouble a lot or be peer pressured in public school. I put my daughter's in cyber school. I know
I
that.
mean, I've went to public school, but I've never like I didn't care to have friends like that. Even now, the age that I am, I don't have friends. I don't care to.
Okay, but you may have lost your virginity in public school, right?
No, I did not.
Okay, that's
No.
good. That's different. You're different. So you're going on a different path. Most people, when parents put their children in school, they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes in that school. They don't. And actually, matter of fact, most of them don't even care. They don't care. And what I'm leading to this is that I try to tell people that alpha fathers are too protective. They're not going to allow their kids to be bullied on. No, that's not going. You're going to be put in a private school. If you're with astute parents who really care about your future, they're not going to allow other people to associate you. They're not going to be in touch with you because most people are not very educated to be around in the first place. You're going to have other people doing their own thing, and I will not have my daughters. My daughters hang around people, but they don't want to hang around the other kids because you know why? They don't want to hang around the other kids because the other kids are mean. I said, why do you not want to hang around the other kids in the park? I let them go to the park, okay? And I talk to them, I speak to them, I tell them basic semantics. If you hang with these kids, these other kids, they're not going to be interested in you in your best behavior. They're going to try to use you. They're going to take it in manipulation. They're not going to really be your true friend. And I allow them to experience that. And then my main daughter, who's 9 years old, experienced this on her own doing. He said that my friend was bullying and took something from me. I said, there you go. You want to go to public school? She says no. I said, which one you rather go? You rather be home with your daddy, learning through system, or she makes the just cyber school. homeschooling. But I'm not most parents, but I can see the mistakes that parents do at first. But this guy, he was really offended at me. But when you try to explain it to him, he just got emotional. He was like, well, I'm not a beta because I sleep with all these women. I said, oh, it's just your opinion. It's just subjective. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't hating on him for he just didn't like me saying the word. Okay. So he blocked me off. I was like, yo, did you just cut me off? I tried to have a civil conversation. Jesus Christ, man. I didn't want to change his life. He was a pretty boy, a beta alpha. You know, a beta male, okay, is most men, okay? Right? Right? And so we got a beta alpha male who's a pretty boy. They're only 25% of the population of men. 80% of women, they tend to gravitate towards those 25% of men. You've seen the charts, right? Okay.
Oh, I'm aware of what's going on. I'm aware of a lot of stuff out here. Trust me.
Yeah, a lot of beta women. A beta woman is a female who wears makeup. She has to pretty herself. She doesn't feel secure about her own natural beauty. I teach my daughters about natural beauty. This is very important to be yourself. It's very important not to wear makeup and all that cosmetics. As you know what the cosmetics are made of, right? Poisons. Lots of poison stuff is in fake hair is magic. They you know what they do in India when they you know in India they have to why is it echoing like that? What's that echo?
I don't know.
They listening to me. In India, right? They cut their hair and then bleach it. So there's no lice in the hair that they send over here to America. Okay? And then all of the women who are so vain about their beauty, they put that fake wig in it because they're lazy about doing their own hair. Over there, they do their own hair. Okay? They don't put the fake hair on. Okay? So I focus on natural beauty and holistic. I am a very, you want to say, a very eccentric person. Okay? But you understand, when I start talking, I can be kind of, I try to get to the point. Okay? But that's what I do on my YouTube. I usually try to talk to people about many different topics, from aliens to unknown languages, mathematics. I had to self-teach myself, okay, a lot of things when I was younger because I didn't have a life, okay. I didn't really go outside. I didn't.
What was it that was making you not go outside?
Well, I got bullied on first. My teeth was fucked up. I used to, these are dentures. Did you know that? Yeah, these are dentures. I recommend everybody to get dentures because, you know, usually if you have dentures, you don't have to do all that flossing. Most of my teeth was really good, but the front teeth was fucked up.
Why do you recommend people to get dentures? Because they're natural teeth. Dentures are not natural.
They're not natural, but they, you have less worry about free radicals in your bloodstream. When you have to floss, you have to clean the gunk out between your gums. And I got tired. It takes a half an hour to clean your teeth now. Okay, so most people don't take a half an hour to clean nothing in their mouth. Like they just brush the fronts and the bottoms. You have to floss. Okay. And you actually increase your lifespan by about 1% to 2% when all you got to do is just brush your teeth. You can take them out and brush them. It's actually less side effects instead of having the real teeth because you can get periodontals in your mouth, gingivitis, all sorts of crazy
that's
stuff.
the point of staying healthy, though. That's the whole point. But most people are not healthy.
Yeah, most people are not healthy, and that's the bad thing. Okay. But I couldn't go outside because after about 8 p.m. in New York, Brooklyn, that's where I'm from, there's always shootings, there's killings. Every night you'll hear gunshots. Pop, 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 pop. Some people be getting Uzis like that. I'm like, what the hell? It's a fucking war zone. It was a fucking war zone in the 80s.
Okay, question. How do you feel about fame?
Well, fame is called ambition. It's linked to ambition. And in the Bible, I'm not religious, but a lot of things in the Bible itself is like kind of like common sense, but nobody follows it. But
Well, you said you what?
I'm not really religious, but a lot of things in a lot of religious contexts usually tells you the reasons why. It says in the Bible, what is a man to steal and rob and cheat, steal it from your homes? What's the purpose of ambition? You gain more materials, right? And when you gain more materials of fame and ambition, people will come and rob and steal. So you're going to have to move to a neighborhood, okay, right? That people won't steal and rob you, right? And then you got to focus on trying to get validation from people that you don't even need. So you're going to be trying to act like people across the street, like the Joneses and Johnsons across the street. Don't act like them. That's not what life is about, to act like someone across the street. What do the Joneses have across the street? I want that, okay? But then you're forgetting one thing. Guess what you're forgetting when you're too ambitious? There are people in the world who are hungry. I'm a missionary as well. Okay, so if I'm indigo, I have to say these things up front. I cannot think about myself in this life. It's about other people who have less than me. Okay, most people don't think like this. They don't think, okay, this person has left. I was homeless for many years, okay, and I helped people while I was in the streets, right? And I realized the purpose of life is to help one another. And
that's been the purpose, but people don't do it.
Yep. So what about you? Did you teach yourself, or did your parents actually guide you in your life?
To be honest, how can I put it? If I could be transparent, some stuff I was taught and some stuff I taught myself.
What did you teach yourself?
I taught myself a lot. I don't disclose that, but a lot, honestly. A lot.
Don't worry, nobody gonna get you. Nobody gonna. As a matter of fact, they're gonna try to censor it. They're gonna try to block our conversation. They won't even allow it to be posted. That's how YouTube and these Facebook algorithms are. It's, oh, this ain't making us no money. Trust me on this, okay? If you're doing something right, it's not going to get a lot of publicity, man. It's not. Oh, man. You know why Kevin Samuels became popular? Because he was ridiculing a female. He was ridiculing her, talking.
To be honest, I'm gonna put it like this. Like, how can I put it? I'm gonna just be transparent. I'm trying to see how I can put this. Like, I try not to speak on too much, and why? Because especially if I don't know that person, I rather get facts, not just from one word of mouth. Not saying that he didn't do certain things to reach that point, but I used to look at him. Well, no, me and my cousin used to actually look at him, and we, not saying that he wasn't genuine, but that's somebody that we looked at damn near every day.
Well, he wasn't. So, like, I'm gonna tell you right now. He wasn't really truly genuine because there was a plan.
No, I don't know whether he was genuine or not, but at the same time, I'm not gonna speak down on a person either, especially if I don't never hung out with them or never.
Well, I'm not speaking down on him, but he did say it. There was a guy who came on the show one day, and he said some. It was also because I know where he came from. Okay, there was a guy on his show one day, and the guy said to him, "Why don't you do this for women?" Okay, instead of harsh critique or ridicule. And he simply said to him in his own words, "Is it going to make you money?" And then I was like, "Oh." I told him, I said, "Hey, he's only doing that for a profit, okay? He's not going to be humble, because what makes money is what his facade was, okay? Okay, that's what's important to him." And where he came from, I was talking to him before he became popular. I said, "Hey, why don't we talk about, let's focus on virginity, traditional values. Let's not talk about the money part." But he went with the money part. He believed that a high value man had to make a certain amount of money, and the women he was talking to.
I mean, everybody is different though. Like everybody is different. So like, I'm not trying to take up for him or whatever, but like, me personally, on the other hand, when I was listening, I will say I did learn a couple things from him.
Yeah, you can learn something.
I did take a couple things. I will say that. But I'm just not all for the like. Not saying you putting him down. I'm just not finna. Yeah, no.
Rest in peace his soul, though. I was trying to protect his life before he like kind of abandoned me. The Red Bull, I think that killed him. He was drinking Red Bull. You seen it?
Honestly, to be honest, I feel like it was something for me. I feel like it was just something more deep.
You think a witch killed him?
I'm not saying that. I just think it was more deep. That's what some of the other people in the industry too. I think it was something more deep.
Yeah, he was teaching women about accountability, and that was the whole goal. To teach women about accountability for their actions and stop being delusional.
What's going on in here? I'm feeling it.
Huh?
Because I keep seeing the same name pop up twice.
What name? What are you talking about?
In the stream. I'm listening to you, but I'm also watching too.
I only see Don Gotti, Odell. I see Odell favorite you, okay? On the bottom. Yeah, but I don't be on here too much though, so you gotta turn on your notifications. I already followed you, okay?
Oh, I send a blast out. Like when I stream, I send a blast. That's how I do things.
So that's what it is. I saw that. I saw a blast.
Yeah,
I didn't know what that meant. Okay, I didn't know what that meant.
To let you know that person is live. That's what that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna use that blast if I'm online. But I'm usually up like late at night. I stay up like until 5 a.m. Then I get
my hell.
I can't go to sleep, man. The voices.
I'm not even surprised. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I felt it coming.
Yeah. The voices keep me up all night. And sometimes I don't get no sleep. Unless I
Good morning, babe. Inbox me. Got to have you.
How you been, Odell? Yeah, you gotta watch people when they talk behind people's backs and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, they're trolls. They don't know who I am. And did not say something like, I told you so. Oh man. I gotta go pick up my daughters. Take them to the park.
Pick up your daughters. They in school?
No, they over the mom's house. Sunday.
Wait, so y'all co-parent? Y'all no longer together?
Hell no. You know, well, my voice just told me, the Holy Spirit told me, it's time to leave Ethiopia. I almost got thrown in jail. Hey, my Holy Spirit was like, yo, we got a warning. And then Ethiopia's about to go to war. I said, I don't believe this nonsense. I don't believe it. I said, you will leave this country. And then I was
Wait, question. So when it...
Go ahead.
So when it comes to like... What was I finna say? Okay, when it comes to that situation, like, what made you leave her? Like...
Well, I'll explain it to you. I lived in Ethiopia for 2 years. She was a virgin. I was a virgin. I lost my virginity when I was 38. Okay? And I met her in 2012. Okay? Long story short. I didn't want to bring... Yeah, I met her in 2012. We talked for 5 years before I met her. We talked for 5 years because I was under some kind of lockdown. I didn't have enough money, too. You got to save money. No passport brother will basically have the ability to travel. I don't want to get off the subject with the passport brothers, but you need money. You can't just stay out there. Okay, all right? There's rules. When you go out to another country, there is a responsibility, or you could get stuck. You can go to jail. So be careful. So I lived out there for 2 years. Didn't know the rules.
It wasn't fun. Just make you prosper.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, I lived out there for 2 years illegally. Okay. Firstborn daughter was born out there, right? And then I get the message. Okay. Most of you can't hear the message. Don't worry about that. So I tried to lose my passport. tried to lose my passport because I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to come back to America, man. But the voice told me, make an agreement with your wife, bring her, and you'll be rich. So I'm like, she got a mask on. That's what the voice told me. She has a mask. She is not who she says she is. I didn't believe it. So I tried to lose my passport anyway because I didn't want to come back. I know that people was telling me that she would change. Okay? You know, people would change. People told me 70% she's going to change. I said, I don't believe it. So guess what happened? Brought her back after 3 years. You know, everything is peaceful in Ethiopia. For 2 years. Peaceful. No problems. I bring her back. Next thing you know, she started acting up. She started not cleaning the house. She started doing her phone business too much a little bit. This is after
phone business.
Yeah, the phone got her. She was talking to other people too, like white people. You know, she kept talking to some crackers. I said, don't talk to these white folks out here. They're going to get you in trouble. They think I'm an abuser, okay? White people think I'm an abuser for handling my business, okay? For doing nothing, okay? So, next thing you know, long story short, she tried to cheat. And I divorced her. As you cheat, you only get one chance with that. You're done. You get a warning. And I told her, when you come here, there'll be a lot of opportunities open for you. Okay, right? And she wanted to take an inch. And then she wanted to take a mile. And all thing I asked her to do is keep the house clean and make sure you keep your socks on. I swear to God, that's the truth. I don't walk around the floor barefooted. Okay?
So even if the floor is clean,
you're gonna wear some socks. You know why? You know why I believe in this? I believe in this because the Native American says that when you walk on the floor, certain places of the earth are not supposed to be walked on. It's called sacred ground. And sometimes some spirits can enter your feet. They enter your feet and they can possess you. They can change and alter your personification. It's all sorts of crazy stuff. And I said, I'm not trying to get that deep into it, but I just feel that if you walk on the floor barefooted, you're going to have marks of dirt on your feet, right? It's a pet peeve. It's a goddamn pet peeve, right? I hate walking on the floor barefooted. I remember stepping on a nail when I was a child. And I got that nail stuck right in the middle of my, in the foot, right in the center. Okay? And I still got that mark there. And from that mark, I realized I learned something. If I had socks on, it wouldn't have went that deep. But ever since, I also learned about how the feet can contract energies that is not supposed to be in your body. Okay? But other than that, she cheated and she tried to steal money from me, right? And she tried to put my daughters in public school, which was not my choice. It was not my purpose to wanting to do these things. She did things behind my back because she was talking to the wrong crackers, white folks, because I live in the area, suburban area, okay? There's a lot of white folks out here. And so she kind of needed some support. She didn't talk to me. It was like an empty space. I thought things was okay. But, sometimes people won't communicate their pains and their sorrows. And I said, if you do anything wrong, the spirit will get you, not me. I'm not responsible.
Okay, so how was I'm just trying to understand. You said she was a virgin.
Yeah.
So how did the whole baby thing happen? Pop up? Was this from another woman?
What, I don't understand what you mean.
No, because you said she is a virgin. I'm just trying to understand.
A virgin? Do you know what a virgin is?
No, I just had to do that because it's so many people, they be even though I'm young, they be this girl got to be slow. I'm not slow. That's the thing. Me being my age, I'm actually an old soul.
It's okay. It's okay. It's completely okay. There's a lot of people who don't know. I get a lot of lies from women who tell me they're a virgin. It has happened to me one time. In the Gambia, this female told me she was a virgin. I said, do you know what a virgin is? And she said, yeah, and that she had never touched or had sexual encounter with a man. It also means never been raped. Okay. It also means never been broken into by horses, or you got into an accident and broke your hymen. A hymen
Horses,
is,
but goddamn.
yeah, I'm wondering too. I'm like, I saw that. I read that. And I was like, oh, a woman can break her hymen through riding horses. Hell no. I don't believe that. Okay. You know, she can only break her hymen because that shit is painful. It was hurting me too. I thought I could never. I said, I'm not small, but Jesus Christ. I was like, hey, okay. It took, you know how before we had our first pop, it was 3 days. I swear to God. I could not get in. And she bled. Okay. And the bleeding was like painful for me and her. I thought I killed her or something. Oh no, what happened? Okay. But we couldn't do it for a while because it was so painful. And I was like, no, this is like even KY jelly wasn't like good enough in a sense, okay, because it wasn't working, okay, until the pop. And then everything, the sexual was always like perfect 10. Okay. So,
So before y'all had a baby, she was actually a virgin.
yes. Her father watched over her. Her father looked like goddamn Shaka Zulu. He was like 7 foot tall. Like this dude, yo. I ain't afraid because I know magic. So my intelligence and wisdom is like way. I came, you know, when I came there, first came to Ethiopia, I had a picture of a chicken, right? I had a dream of the picture of the chicken. And I gave them the picture of the chicken as a gift. As soon as he put that picture on the wall, okay, he had found a chicken who looked just like the chicken inside of the picture. Isn't this something? But the problem was is that one day he killed the chicken as like a ceremonial thing, and that was a bad move. He killed the chicken, and I said, "Where's the chicken at?" Because the chicken only ate out of my hands. I had little feed in my hand. Chicken will eat out of my hand, but it would not eat out of anyone else's hand. So that was strange. Okay, why did it not want to eat out of no one else's hand? The picture of the chicken was already on the wall. It was like a pet. But the father killed the chicken, and once he killed the chicken, guess what happened? I had to move. I could not stay there in her father's house. After the chicken got killed and cooked in the pot, okay, the bed bugs start coming out of the wall.
So they ate that shit for dinner.
I couldn't eat it. It was too goddamn chewy. It was gamey. When you have natural chicken, you can't eat it. You're not going to eat it. Natural chicken is nasty, guys. Sorry. Anything that's grass fed, not injected with hormones or whatever, is going to be nasty. It's going to be chewy. And I do not like my meat chewy. So as soon as that chicken got killed, the bed bugs started coming out of the walls.
Odell, I hate to bring it to you, but that's a red flag, love. I meant to say that, but I didn't want to be rude and talk over him. That's a red flag.
What happened?
Huh?
Can't you just bring him in, Odell?
I don't even know if he's still on here, to be honest, but he was on here because he was telling me to inbox him. He might have left. I'm not sure.
Oh, he said to inbox you, so that's, you know, that's something different. If he said inbox, that's different. He probably already sent you a message.
I'm sure he did. It's a lot of people on here that do that, but waste people's time.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's a red flag.
And so, as you know what bed bugs are, right? You don't want to get bit by the baby ones. The baby ones will make you psychotic. They'll make you want to kill someone. Okay. Good morning, Big Kuma.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is going to be posted on my YouTube, so don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, I'll put my YouTube there right now. Oh, they got gifts here. You can do gifts. Okay, I see it. Okay, hold on.
Hey, there go one of my bouncers.
Okay. I don't know if it works on here, but you can see the. Okay, I can see him too. Okay.
What?
I put my YouTube on there, Martius Knowledge 9.
Huh?
Yeah, but I usually post the video on the YouTube. Okay. But other than
What you
that,
mean you put your YouTube? I'm confused.
I have a YouTube channel which I do therapy sessions. I talk about all
Well,
sorts
you
of things.
told me that part already earlier. Yeah, when I was in your stream. Yeah, you told me that. But I'm saying, like, I'm not understanding. I'm sorry. I'm lost.
Yeah. Are you getting sleepy?
I've been sleepy.
Okay. Yeah, but the bed, let me tell you a story. The bed bugs started coming out of the walls, and they only attacked me. She had to put plastic on the ground because if I walked on the floor, the big bugs would crawl up my legs and bite me on my legs.
I got a question. What do you think about okay, so what do you think about when it comes to what is the difference between a person that loves a man that loves his mom and a mama's boy? What is the difference between those two?
A person that loves his mama is most likely be a mama's boy. Okay. But if the father is his father around? Is the father around?
No, I'm asking, like, no, like, seriously, like, what is the difference?
What's the difference between a regular guy?
You can love your mama and not be a mama's boy or a mama's girl.
Okay. I believe that the mama's boy have feminine characteristics. He's going to basically imitate his mother. He's not really going to be educated on streetwise. He's not, okay? Because he's going to be a mama's boy. If you said something about his mama, like in New York, you get killed for saying your mama. Because most men in America, in Brooklyn, was basically protective of their mothers. Certain things you say about them. If you said,
Of course.
if you say your mama, if you said your mama, they probably kill you. If you said your mama in the 80s, they will kill you because they're mama's boys. They don't know how to fight words with words. They just get emotional and they want to kill you. They want to fight you. They want to stab you. So a mama's boys are very weak. They're very weak-minded. Okay. That's just my perspective of it. Because if you have no father figure to discipline you, you learn from your mother. Okay. And if
that's true, you do.
If you must have a father figure.
Although it takes a man to teach a man.
Mm-hmm.
And just like it takes a woman to teach a woman, but
yeah,
shit is fucking chaos nowadays.
And 9 times out of 10, we got guys out there who, if you say, I could tell a mama's boy real quick. I say, "Yo, mama," I'll be on the camera. I say, "Yo, mama," and then if they act a certain way, I said, "That motherfucker is not someone who should be in society." See, I'm gonna kill you, mama. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna beat your ass. How you dare talk about my mama? I said, your mama was a 304, right? Okay, they don't like that. They don't like that. No.
Some people, the thing is really not ready for the truth yet. That's the whole, like, especially now, everything is covered up, throw it under the rug. People ain't ready for the truth.
And you know what?
Water it down,
guess what? If he had a father, you know what the father would say to him? "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names should never hurt you." You heard about that, right? You heard about that little Ryoshi rhyme? You know that if someone says a word, the best thing to do is what? Ignore them, cut them off. Because once you respond, you are going to the pond. You're going to the fishes. Don't respond. The trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Okay? Don't feed. See, sometimes people will fuck
me, even when I'm on here and people just be doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I tell my bouncers to get them the fuck out of here just because I don't play the radio. Like, I handle my stream a certain way. Mm-hmm. And people that been knowing me and been on my stream for a long time, they know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I don't talk for no more than an hour, though. I just want you to know that. When I'm bored, I get on here and talk about all sorts of crazy shit. But I don't talk no more than an hour.
The reason I asked you that, because I ain't gonna lie, I've noticed, like, now that I was out of a lot of situations, I've noticed that I was with a mama's boy. I noticed that.
That you should never date a mama's boy.
You're right, though. You're right. Totally agree.
Let me tell you about how the mama's boy is. The mama's boy would never have a foundation for you.
I'm sure. I know. I know.
He's not gonna have. See, the thing is that there's too many beta men out there, and most of the beta men are alpha. They're most likely mama's boys, right? This is what I know. This is what I know. I'm not saying what I feel. This is what I know because I usually just go to them and ask some questions, and I figure things out on my own. Okay, anecdotally. Once I figure out that they're a mama's boy, they have to be re-educated. They're completely useless for any relationship. For women, however, it's the same thing. So they got to be re-educated. Nobody should be getting in any relationships. Nobody. Nobody should be getting in a relationship. I keep saying this all of the time. Stop getting in relationships. Don't focus on your health. Reverse that shit. Stop focusing on the money. Focus on your health. Reduce your eating.
The mind has to be healthy too.
You have to.
So somewhat I disagree.
Yeah, you have to be healthy, man.
The mind and the heart, and you have to be healed as well.
You got to first heal yourself first, right? You got to start inward, right?
Well, of course, yeah.
But you can't talk to nobody else because that's a whole education. As soon as you start talking to somebody, you got to figure out if they're going to be loyal. You know what I teach guys? And I teach women all the time? Test your relationship out early. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. You know, as soon as you get in a relationship, you want to know if they're loyal, right? Right? So you test them. Don't you agree? You test them early. You test them behind their back. Okay? You do not want to get deep in love with no man. And a lot of men don't know what love is. So what they do when they're a mama's boy, they use their sexual energy. And that right there, my friend, is the beginning of the end. Though men are more loyal, okay, guaranteed, even if they're beta, don't never date a beta alpha male. If a beta alpha male is a mama's boy, he's going to be a narcissist. Yo, that's real talk, man. The last beta male I talked to, he said he met this perfect female and cheated on her for no reason. And I said, dude, give me a reason why you cheat on her, man. I want to know why. This has happened a few times. And then I was like, I didn't understand. I said, have you ever met a girl that was really perfect for you? He said to me, because he was obviously, he's a bit more attractive than I am. I was used to be in the streets, right? And I let him stay in my car because it was cold, because there was nowhere to go. He got kicked out from somewhere. He didn't tell me. He was very secretive. I said, men are usually not that secretive with each other. So I knew he was a narcissist. So I was like, oh. I asked him a question because I'm always inquisitive. I said, have you ever been with a girl that was perfect for you? We be having deep conversations. And he said to me, yeah, she was everything I needed. I said, are you sure? Okay. And he was like, she done the fuck too? She did everything right? Okay, right? And he was like, yeah. I said, why you break up with her then? Okay. And he was like, I don't know. I was so mad. I said, dude, man, there's always a reason. Okay. Was you horny for other women? And he said, no. Come on, man. Now I know he pulling my chain. He said it wasn't because of other women. He cheated because it was an instinct. He didn't tell me that. He just said no reason. Maybe he didn't want me to figure him out. But that was, to me, the most narcissistic shit I've ever heard of. I said, but the more prettier a guy is, the more he becomes like a woman. Facts. So that's why I'd be like, okay, this guy got tattoos. He got an earring in his ear. Okay, this dude think he's the shit. Okay, guaranteed. Okay, trust me. If he feels good about himself on a level of fucking 8, 9, or 10, and his goal is not foundation, and his goal is not virginity, he's not checking your background, you better not even try. Don't even waste your time. I tell my daughters all the time, you want to be a street trash whore? Okay? You look at the prostitutes. Look at the prostitutes, right? You want to see the prostitutes? You want to live like the prostitutes? Go ahead. I'll be my guest. Get pregnant. Get pregnant, bitch. Yeah, I would disown my daughters quick. Like fucking Lawrence Fishburne. You know, Lawrence Fishburne, he disowned his daughter. You do know that, right? He no longer associates with his daughter.
Who the hell is, you said Lauren who?
Lawrence Fishburne. He's the one who played Morpheus.
Don't know who that is.
He played in The Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne. You watched The Matrix, right?
I've watched it before, but I don't know who that is.
The black guy, Morpheus, Neo.
I'll look him up.
You can't forget that movie. If you forgot that movie, you can't forget Morpheus. Morpheus is the one of the main protagonists of the whole entire movie. Okay, he was the one who got Neo out of the Matrix. Okay, all right. Yeah, the dude that plays in The Boys in the Hood too. I think he did play Morpheus from the Matrix. Okay.
I gotta look it up because I don't damn know.
Yeah, but he said he had a daughter and she was running the streets. I was like, that's genetics. You can't stop genetics. You can't stop genetics.
Question. What example have you set for your daughters as a man?
Okay, the best thing I set for my daughters is show them that if they want to be like other women, okay, they know not to take that path. Example is like show them lots of affection without allowing them to get too involved with the computers and social media. Social media destroys a lot of women. It completely destroys their psyche. If you do not have a father figure to show you hugs and kisses, and how you been, how your health is doing, you are in a world full of hurt when you get older.
It's about showing up whole too.
It's about education. It's about discipline. Okay. Like if you watch
You're not whole, how you gonna show up for your kid?
I'm always there for my daughters. They call me, I'm there quickly. I do not spend time waddling. They know that daddy's coming. Okay. But like Candace Owens, you know who Candace Owens is, right?
No.
No, you've been sitting on the rock again. Candace, the dragon females, black females, Condoleezza Rice. Okay. Candace Owens is the only most recent women I know who has very articulated themselves to where discipline is important. You don't know who Condoleezza Rice is, right? She is the vice president of George Bush. Okay. So you got those astute type of dragon sisters who basically have a lot of knowledge to help women avoid the feminist movement. Okay. But other than that, a lot of women aren't educated like them. Okay. And a lot of women disagree with her. Yes. Okay. A lot of women disagree with powerful, black, educated women, okay, who are definitely against the feminist movement, okay? And I teach my daughters not to be feeling themselves to like equal to a man. I teach my daughters to believe in polygyny over the Peter Pan, okay, the monogamous relationship bullshit. Okay, you're not supposed to be.
So when you say poly, whatever the hell.
Polygyny is the act of, it's a type of polygamy relationship, which is one man, multiple wives. Okay? One man.
So you say you say you teach your daughters that?
Yeah, they have a choice. That's for later.
Is I'm hearing this?
Well, you're supposed to teach your daughters early, not later.
Hold on, how old are your kids?
5 and 9.
That's too early. That's just what I believe. 5, 9, that's still young.
You have to discipline them early. Like it's not a forceful thing. Yeah. They're going to learn about certain things. You don't want your child to automatically see something that they don't understand. They have to understand.
That's understandable. Okay. But it's like about how you do it too. Like that's just too early to me.
Yeah.
Especially something like that.
Yeah, it's not about sexuality. It's about choices. It's about choices. So let's say you don't.
I don't agree on that part. I'm gonna have to disagree on that part. I'm sorry, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you allow your daughters.
To each his own.
Yeah, if you allow your daughters, this is what's wrong with most of women in society. You allow your daughters to wait until they're 16, or you wait until they're 13.
To each his own, though. To each his own. Everybody's different. To each his own.
Yeah, because if you don't teach them in a country where, like this country, you better teach them early. Okay, because if you don't teach them early, they're going to find out and it's going to be your fault. Got it? Okay. It's going to be your fault. Girls get pregnant between the ages of 13 and 16. Do you know why?
It starts at home first because certain shit. Your child is a reflection of you.
But did you hear what I said? Most girls get either raped or molested or get pregnant, but between the ages of 13 and 16. You do know why, right?
Why is that?
What I just said. You didn't tell them. What's that? You said dude that played in The Boys in the Hood. Okay, you talking about Lawrence Fishburne, okay. But I'm going to have to get off of here, though. It's nice chatting with you. I really appreciate the conversation. We got 10 more minutes, though. Any more questions?
Yeah, and I don't see no time on this damn box. You see something I don't see.
Well, I have a timer on how much is being recorded here. And once you activate that button, remember I told you, media and mic, you turn it on. You cannot be inside of the app before you hit the record. It'll say 3, 2, 1.
Who is media and mic? You
Well,
done lost me already. I'm sorry.
When you pull down on the top of the screen, you know how you pull down and you look at the top buttons up there? You know, you pull it down and scroll down, you know. If I do it now.
Yeah, like as far as the Android, I know that much, yeah.
No, I'm talking about like from your own phone. When you swipe down from the top of the screen, there is a Wi-Fi signal, there is a Bluetooth, there is
Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah, when you scroll down twice, you gotta scroll down twice. You'll see the other secondary functions in your phone. You gotta learn your phone, okay? That secondary functions tell you, do you wish to screen record? It tells you right there. It's set default, okay? And then you hit it. And when you hit it, it'll open up another screen. That other screen will say media or media and mic. Which one?
So, okay.
And if you have an Android, it's very easy to see. If you don't have an Android, I don't know where's it at on the iPhone. I don't know where's it at. But they say it's easier to record on the iPhone. But I think they're both.
Question. Yeah. Okay, let's say if your daughter, y'all became famous, right? From your YouTube thing or whatever. And, you know, like normal day, paparazzi, they do what they do. And you really love your daughter, you care for them a lot. How would you feel if paparazzi, you already know what their job is?
Well, first of all, I don't focus on ambition. I would never allow my daughters to get that popular. That's the first thing. I know how the media will attack them, and probably they won't attack them because they're females. Okay, you know, females.
So would you give them, okay, like you say, you give them a choice? Would you put them in the camera, or would you give them a choice? Would you allow paparazzi to do that?
Paparazzi's on the TV. They can easily see you. If they want to track you, they will find you. Okay.
Oh my hell.
Yeah, they're gonna find you. It's like if you become paparazzi, you know, will come around your house and everything else. All my information is private. They're not gonna be allowed to be up here anyway. It's private property. You can't reach private property. Can't go past there. Paparazzi's not allowed private property. Okay, I'm on a very public area.
Okay, let's just say it's this group on Facebook, right? It's a group, and I kept getting put out there. And I'm not one to want to be famous at a trend. I'm just a different vibe or whatever.
Okay.
So stuff like that, I don't do.
Oh, basically they'll have to move if it gets worse, if it gets bad, but they won't be popular like that. I monitor their internet. I monitor their social. Okay. If you don't want your face to be doxxed, okay, or like you basically,
I don't want to be out there, period.
Okay, then you have to remove yourself from social media, because I'm telling you right now, it's a good thing for a woman to be popular on the internet, but for a man, he'll get.
Well, not this woman here, so that's not what I'm. No.
Okay, yeah, but you know, there was a guy. His name is Alex Jones. He got removed because he got too popular, and he was talking about crazy shit. He was like, "Yo, he was on fire." Alex Jones is a nutball.
Never heard.
Yo, this dude is conspiracy. He talks about stuff that, yo, I don't believe that shit. But he said he did the research. If you watch his face, he's a white guy. And this white guy turned pink. When he talks, he said, I really care about black people. I'm telling you right now, you goddamn black people got to do this and stand up for yourself. I said, I'm telling you, down at the CEA, they're talking about this. They're talking about doing this to black people right now. I said, yo, for real. And then he gets removed. He gets removed because he's talking too much. Okay? The government have his way of getting you off the internet. Okay, I don't know what's going on, what he's talking about. But I would not allow them to get too popular on the internet. Okay. And I said, I don't believe in being too ambitious. Okay, my daughters will be well protected. What is it? See, right now my daughter's calling me. I gotta get off of here soon.
Well, yeah, they're important.
My daughter, you know what my daughter said?
You know what my daughter said?
I got bit by some mosquitoes. She got O negative type blood. I have O negative. The mosquitoes love O types. They'll go right to them. Okay. I said, we got some sweet blood. I gotta go get her because my ex-wife, she lives near a lot of trees. Okay. And basically the mosquitoes come out. It's moist over there, and sometimes they get in the house. Okay, they get over there. It's a rental. She thinks that rental is hers. You know, some kind of delusion she has, a delusional sickness my ex has. She believes that rental is hers and she don't have to work no more. Okay.
How old is she?
She's 36, 37 now.
37 now? So she wants to retire early. Sounds like.
Maybe she thought about it when she was in Ethiopia. I don't know. I helped her get a job when she got here, but she messed it all up. She wanted to do her own thing. I was supposed to get her sister. Her sister.
Huh?
Yeah, that's another story.
What you mean you were supposed to get her sister, huh?
The only way I could bring her back to the United States if we made an agreement, which is her sister, to marry her too. Okay, I wanted to bring her sister. Okay.
You wanted her, huh?
We could talk about that another time.
I'm finna get no headache.
You get a headache from talking to me?
That threw me for a loop because I'm like, hold on, who married who and what is what? Like what?
I'm telling you. But I'm gonna have to get off out of here. It's nice talking to you. I'm gonna chat with you later, okay? All right.
See ya. See you on the flip side.
All right. Peace.